guys, it's Kayla, and this week is intro week, so pretty much we're like doing stuff to get to know us and just like have a better feel of what we are like, I guess. So for my video, I'm doing the top 13 of 2013, so yeah, I hope you like it. And this is not in any particular order, I kind of just wrote down some stuff that I liked about the last year. Yeah, okay. So, the first thing that I wrote down was concerts, and this year I went to like a lot of concerts. I went to 3 Jake Miller concerts, and I went to One Direction and Emblem 3 and All-Star Weekend and like a bunch of people, and I don't know, like it was a very common thing for me to be doing in the year, so that was definitely like one of my top things that I had on my list, yeah. And then the second thing I had was the Naked palettes, which are right here, and they're literally like perfection. I use them every day. Well, the Naked Basics palette is pretty much like, I can open it with my freaking nails. It's just like common colors, I don't know, everyday use, get use out of it a lot. And then the Naked palette, I also use like quite a bit, and they're just like that. You've probably seen. So yeah, and then the third thing on my list is meeting people like from Twitter, and like at the concerts that I go to, I like end up meeting a lot of people, and I've met quite a few people this year just from like knowing them on Twitter, which is really cool, and it's one of my favorite things to do because like I talk to them a lot, and they're some of my best friends. I can't talk. So yeah. The fourth thing on my list is YouTube, and I don't know why, but I've been like really obsessed with YouTube this year. It's kind of started out with like Andrea Russett, and then that got me into like O2L, which inspired this channel. And I don't know, like it was lots of fun, and I like all the beauty gurus, and it's just really interesting to me, and I just get really excited when people upload. So yeah. And the fifth thing is traveling. I did a lot of traveling this year. Like, I don't even know why. I went to Texas in July, and then I also like just traveled a lot throughout the state, and like I went to Illinois for the One Direction concert, and then I went to Green Bay, which is like a 2-hour drive, for some meetups and like to hang out with some of my friends that lived in that area. Number 6 is Alex and Sierra, and if you don't know who that is, they're like this group, I guess. They're like boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're on the X Factor, and they literally are perfect in every single way, shape, and form. Like Alex is flawless, Sierra is flawless, and their voices are like, I can't even explain them, they're like perfect. And they sang like 2 of my favorite songs, which they sang Give You Love by Ed Sheeran, which is definitely like one of my favorites of all time. And then they also sang Say Something, which is like the only reason why they're known everywhere is because of their cover of Say Something. And I don't know, that like I'm really happy that they won the X Factor because they're definitely my favorite group at the moment. The next thing is John Green, and literally like John Green is perfection. He wrote, like he's well known for The Fault in Our Stars, which is like one of my favorite books by him, but he also wrote Looking for Alaska and Paper Towns, and like he also wrote An Abundance of Catherines, I believe. But these 2 books are like so good, and I love them. And then another favorite, which I feel like is a lot for people, which is like alternative and indie music, and that like really broke out this year, or last year I guess, and I don't really know why, but it just like, I don't know, I love it. And like one of my favorite bands is The Neighborhood and the 1975, and like The Neighborhood is a really cool band and they sing Sweater Weather, that's like their famous song, but they have a lot of other really good songs, and the Arctic Monkeys, but everyone knows about them. So the next thing is Catching Fire the movie, and I love like Suzanne Collins. Like I read all her books, love her, like she's so good, and Catching Fire was my favorite book of the Hunger Games series. So like my expectations for this movie were really high the way it was, and I don't know, it was just like, it exceeded all expectations, and it was just fantastic, and I loved it, and I can't wait till I can buy it because I really want to buy it because it was perfect, and I want to watch it every day, but I can't because my mom won't let me. The next thing on the list is curly hair, and I don't know, like curly hair I was never a fan of, because like I have naturally curly hair and I hate it. Like my hair is gross, but I never really knew how to curl my hair before this year, and then my friend taught me how, and like I kind of taught myself, and I kind of just felt around it, and I am obsessed. Like this year was definitely a curly hair year for me because I curled my hair like every other day, which is really bad for your hair, but I did it. So yeah. The next thing on my list is candles, and candles, there's one right there. You see it? It is so good. Like it's called Cranberry Woods from Bath and Body Works, and it is my favorite thing in the world. But yeah, like candles, I just really like how they look and they smell, and they're just like so classy, and I love them. The second to last thing is fashion. And I know like that's like very common, but I mean like the fashion of this year was really like I just really like the style. Like army jackets were like really in, and combat boots, and I don't know, I just really like how that looks, and it's flattering on like every person, which is awesome. And then I really like oversized sweaters, and I know that's like not a new thing, but it's something I wear a lot this year. Number 13, ooh, 13 on my list is, okay, you guys can't hate me for this because I know everyone loves it, but it's just like my life, and you can't just judge me because they're my boyfriends. So yeah, the last thing on the list is Midnight Memories, and let's just say like Midnight Memories was perfect. I was like kind of getting to that point where I was like kind of done with their old music. It was getting kind of annoying to me. Like I wouldn't say it was getting annoying, but it was just getting old, and I was like, it's definitely time for a change, and they definitely did it, and I love it. So Midnight Memories has a lot more of a like indie, different feel. I don't know, I feel like it's a lot more put together, and they sound a lot more mature in this album, and like after listening to this and then listening to their old stuff, like you can't even compare because this definitely tops it off. I don't know, like my favorite song, oh my gosh, what is my favorite song? I really like, I like Happily, and Through the Dark is a really good song too. And I don't know, like they just really did well on this album. Okay guys, so that was my top 13 of 2013. I hope you liked it, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button because we really want to like, I don't know, branch out and get lots of subscribers. And yeah, bye.